Dan Campbell said there's only 4 guys.
4 guys that
Only
had
4
the
guys.
it factor, which is what Dan Campbell calls it.
That's not. I mean, it is good. Because are we talking?
I guarantee Jack Campbell's one of them.
But you're just saying that.
I just feel like he's a total Dan Campbell
you're
guy.
You're saucing right now.
Dan Campbell, Jack Campbell.
Is that the connection you're making? You make fun of me for my fucking Christian Gonzalez take?
No, I mean,
and that's your connection.
He just seems like a Dan Campbell guy.
Because his last name's Campbell?
Yeah. No, he's, I don't know.
I did listen to a little bit of Christian Gonzalez's interview. You know what he talked about? Mm-hmm. David Blau. Seriously, though, 4 players that Dan Campbell said had the it factor. Is Anthony Richardson one? How does this affect LeBron James' legacy?
Honestly, I think Anthony Richardson might be one because I listened to, I forget who it was there on Pat McAfee talking about Anthony Richardson, and he has just a burning passion for football, a desire to consistently get better and better,
Sounds like
keep
it was his
getting
agent.
better and better. No, it wasn't. It was a scout. And that sounds like, I don't know what the it factor is with Dan Campbell. Like, maybe it's somebody that drinks mayo in their coffee. Maybe it's somebody that bites a kneecap. Like, if I walked into an interview with Dan Campbell, I'd give him the firmest handshake I've ever had. Like, hello, brother. I love football.
The whole time you're talking like Hulk Hogan.
I've been wearing cleats. Boom, come in with cleats. I'm always ready.
You see, you gotta stop the A gap from the B gap. Oh!
Yeah, but I don't know. Imagine. Okay, let's do a mock interview right now. Do you want to be Dan Campbell or do you want to be
like the guy trying to impress Dan? Like, what
Yeah.
type of player am I? Am I one of the 4?
You're one of the 4.
All right. Sure. Let's try this again.
All right.
All right. Do we?
Hey, how you doing there, brother? Dan Campbell, head coach of the Detroit Lions.
Hey, coach!
Oh, I like that. Firm handshake, So, how do you feel about football? Tell me what you feel about football.
Oh, I love football, coach. I love it. Oh, nothing's better on kneecap than a little sliced football. Pull out the white strings. I dip it in what's left. What's still moist in the kneecap? Like a fucking spaghetti noodle, coach. You want to do some push-ups or what?
You want to do push-ups?
I want to do some push-ups.
Let's do some push-ups.
Let's do some push-ups.
All right, well, tell me about your off-season training plan, man. Like, what do you do in the off-season to get
coach,
better?
I love listening to some fucking MC/DC, AC/DC, all the DCs. You're my favorite DC, though, brother. You're my favorite one. I put that on the fucking tune box, and I do down-ups.
Down-ups.
I do suicides.
I'll do the down-ups with you.
You want to do down-ups? Let's do the down-ups, coach. Oh, shit.
I'm ready.
I wasn't doing all that. That's method acting, coach, but I'm into it if you're into it, coach. I love it, coach.
All right.
Yeah, I want to be a Lion.
You're one of my 4 guys.
Oh, fuck, dude. Yeah.
One of my 4 guys. You made the list.
Yeah, I have 4 guys.
I hurt my knee.
I know you did.
That shit hurt.
That was a bad idea.
That shit hurt pretty bad.
Real bad idea.
This ground is not forgiving. But you got the it factor, kid.
Thanks, coach. I appreciate you. But, no, seriously. I think Anthony Richardson could be a 4th guy.
Could be.
I listened to him on CBS, CBS Sports HQ, with former GM Rick Spielman, that I respect. Notice the heavy breathing now. I didn't even do any dumb, so I was just screaming. But he did see him. I don't know. Because here's the one thing, too. J-Mo was determined to have the it factor. And, like, I couldn't detect that at any media interviews. He doesn't fucking talk. He's like a mute. But they said he had it. Aiden, I could see it, just because he doesn't really have a personality. His personality is football. But, I mean, it's a good thing for some guys.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the same for Tom Brady.
Yeah,
he
Tom Brady's a psychopath, though. Like,
yeah. Aiden might be one, too.
Aiden seems... Dan Campbell did say he had a man crush on Aiden Hutchinson before the draft. Like, and he's a handsome guy.
Wait, did he really?
Yeah. He said
I think we said that.
No, he admitted to having a man crush on Aiden Hutchinson before the draft last year.
There is a guy.
He's a good-looking guy. He comes from good stock. Obviously, his sisters are fine. So
Scott Kingler. So can we call into the segment?
Not right now, Scott. My knee hurts.
Luke Van Ness.
Every time I try to get rid of this knee injury, it just keeps coming.
Yeah, that was a bad idea.
Yeah.
It's all right. I mean, it was good.
For the love of the game.
We'll see. For the love of the game.
The game.
I was going to say the Luke Van Ness. I feel like that might be a Dan Campbell guy. if we're just throwing darts at a board right now, I don't know if you knew this, and it's probably some news you pass on to DMAC. Former hockey player.
Yeah.
I was playing in the state championships, or actually was going to play the state championships up until COVID. COVID fucked everything up. But one, I want to find a video on YouTube of Luke Van Ness in a hockey fight. Two, he ran a good ass 42. That was a guy that initially was like the backup. I'm gonna have to go watch some film on this guy, I guess, at some point. I didn't want to because I didn't want to believe that was like a possibility. Makes no fucking sense that he wouldn't start and then he's
top draft pick. Yeah, we're drafting this backup out of Iowa. What are you doing? No, what? It's all about projections, I guess, and ability. So maybe Iowa's just stupid. They just had their best player as backup.
Yeah. I think they're one of those schools like, he's got to be a senior.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So maybe
he didn't wave.
Maybe we're being hopeful. Are we being hopeful putting Anthony Richardson in there, or you legitimately think?
But no, like I was scrolling through Twitter and it popped up on
fake porn.
Yeah,
porn thread.
Interracial midget gangbang. I was like, oh shit. But no, it was Pat McAfee was talking to. I don't know who he's talking to. I can't remember.
That pause of Spencer picturing an interracial midget gangbang in his head.
Oh wait, where'd he come from? Where'd she come from? And then he's like, I'm trapped in the closet.
Dressed up as Batman.
Please subscribe me to Adderall.
5-star podcast review, please.
5-star podcast review. Oh no. Then I pull out my gun.
All right,
okay, so it was Pat McAfee in there interviewing a scout, and he said one of the best things about Anthony Richardson is his drive to get better, his drive to improve, consistently wants to be the best player that he can be, and loves the game of football. So, like, if that doesn't scream Daniel Campbell, I really don't know what does. Do you think is Dan Campbell's name Dan, or is it Daniel?
It's definitely Daniel.
My dad's name is Danny. Like, on his birth certificate, it's Danny.
I was going to say it's because your dad's from Alabama, but Dan Campbell's from Texas, so it's not too far off.
My dad, he was born in Alabama.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's Daniel Allen Campbell.
Daniel Allen Campbell.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Confederate general, if you ask me. No, I'm playing.
It does, honestly.
All right. So,
General Campbell!
Per our detective work, Anthony Richardson's one of these four. Luke Van Ness, are you buying that one? I mean, the dude, he's a white guy that jumped into the first round after being a backup. I mean, he's got to be a Dan Campbell guy. Like, that screams grit and hard work, like, all that shit, right?
Nothing like interracial magic gang.
We got Anthony Richardson and Luke Van Ness in that motherfucker.
That's where Alabama found Bryce Young. Interracial
midget gang. He was the tallest one in the litter.
It was actually just Bryce Young and Kyler Murray highlights.
Wait, what?
Interracial midget gangbang. You look it up. It's actually just Bryce Young and Kyler Murray highlights.
Who are the other two?
I don't know. I feel like Jack Campbell's one of them.
But why? You just saying it.
His last name's Campbell. No, I don't know. You feel like I listened to one of his interviews and it just screamed like Dan Campbell energy.
All right, Woodward Sports Chat. I got Anthony Richardson as one. I got Luke Van Ness as one. We're just throwing.
Why is mine just a throw in there? You're just guessing too.
I'm not guessing.
Yeah, you are.
Luke Van Ness is rid of 4-4.
That means he has the it factor in an interview because he's fast?
Well, listen,
Chris Johnson's fast.
Listen. I'm at least, this is what I'm saying, right? When I said Luke Van Ness, I said, listen, this guy was a backup guy. He's being considered for a first-round pick. I feel like that screams like hard work. There's something respectable about him enough to be in those conversations, right? You're literally just saying, fucking Jack Campbell.
So I
listened to it. Like, you're not saying anything with it.
Because of his interview that I listened to. And he's
what did he say?
I love the game of football. I love it so much, blah, blah, blah.
They all say that.
But it sounded like Dan Campbell shit.
Oh, my.